Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Bron the Therapist. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like you're doing everything you're supposed to do, but somehow you're still not getting anywhere? You wake up, go to work, take care of responsibilities, pay bills, handle family obligations, maybe even hit the gym a few times a week. From the outside, everything looks fine. But inside, you feel stuck. Like you're running on a treadmill, moving your legs as fast as you can, but staying in the same exact place. If that's you, I want you to know something right now. You're not alone. And more importantly, there's probably nothing wrong with you. In today's video, I want to talk about why so many people feel stuck in life, what psychology tells us about it, and more importantly, how you can start moving forward again. Now, I'm going to give you a little personal story. I've experienced this feeling myself. There have been periods in my life where I was checking all the boxes, I was accomplishing things, getting promoted, going to schools, graduating, earning degrees, doing what society tells us we're supposed to do. But despite of all of that, there are moments where I still felt like something was missing. And that's a confusing feeling because when you're struggling and failing, at least you know the reason as to why you're not happy. But when you're succeeding and still feel stuck, that's when people begin to question themselves. They think, why do I feel this way? Shouldn't I be happier? Why does it seem like everyone else has figured it out except for me? Then reality is that most people don't have it figured out. They're just better at hiding it. So for the first reason people feel stuck is because they're living on autopilot. Psychologists refer to this as automatic behavior. Our brains are designed to conserve energy. The more often we do something, the less mental effort it requires. That's great when you're learning how to drive a car. It's not so great when your entire life becomes a routine. You wake up, you go to work, you eat, you doom scroll, you sleep, and you repeat. And before you know it, 6 months has passed. Then a year, then 5 years. One question I want you to ask yourself is, when was the last time you did something for the first time? Think about that. Because growth usually requires novelty, new experiences, new challenges, new environments. When every day looks exactly the same, your brain begins to feel stagnant. Not because you're failing, because you're no longer growing. Let's talk about social media. Because whether we want to admit it or not, it affects all of us. You open your phone and suddenly everybody seems to be winning. Somebody bought a new home, somebody else got engaged, another person's starting a business, someone's on vacation. And meanwhile, you're sitting there thinking, what am I doing wrong? But here's the truth. You're comparing your behind the scenes footage to someone else's highlight reel. Nobody posts their anxiety. Nobody posts their self-doubt. Nobody posts the nights they stayed awake wondering if they were making the right decisions. Psychology research consistently shows that excessive social comparison is linked to lower self-esteem and lower life satisfaction. The more time you spend measuring your life against someone else's timeline, the harder it becomes to appreciate your own progress. Remember this, just because someone is ahead of you in one area doesn't mean they're ahead of you in every area. Life isn't a race, it's a journey. And everyone's path looks different. And this is one of the biggest mistakes I see. People are waiting to feel motivated before they take action. They say things like this: I'll start when I feel ready. I'll go to the gym when I feel motivated. I'll apply for the job when I feel confident. But psychology tells us something interesting. Action often comes before motivation, not the other way around. Think about the days you've gone to the gym. How many times did you actually feel motivated before you got there? Probably not many. Usually you start, then you gain some momentum, then motivation follows. A lot of people are standing still because they're waiting for a feeling that may never come. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is take one small step before you feel ready. So how do you break out of a feeling stuck? First, stop trying to change your entire life overnight. That's where most people fail. They get inspired, they set 10 huge goals, then burn out 2 weeks later. Instead of focusing on the movement, you have to focus on the movement, not perfection, movement. If you're unhappy in your career, spend 15 minutes a day learning a new skill. If you're struggling mentally, start taking a 20-minute walk every day. If you feel disconnected from people, call one of your friends this week. Small actions create momentum. Momentum creates confidence. Confidence creates bigger actions. And before you know it, you're moving forward again. The goal isn't to make massive leaps. The goal is to stop standing still. Now, I want to leave you with this. Feeling stuck doesn't mean you failed. Feeling stuck doesn't mean you're broken. And feeling stuck doesn't mean you're destined to stay where you are. Sometimes feeling stuck is actually a signal that you've outgrown your current situation. A signal that it's time to challenge yourself again. The question isn't whether you're capable of moving forward. The question is, what's the next small step you're willing to take today? Not tomorrow, not next week, today. All right, guys, drop a comment below and let me know what's one thing in your life that's making you feel stuck right now. If you found value in this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need to hear this message. I'm Bron the Therapist. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one.